So when people feel like they've lost, it's the worst motivator of all. In fact, the opportunity of gain is a fraction of the motivation that the feeling of loss is. So here's what's very important for you as a pro, whether you're in the real estate or mortgage business. Let me bring you back to a little reality. In February of 2020, which was the high point of our economy right before COVID, the average 30-year fixed was 3.5%. That was the real number. And even then, they were a little bit hard to find that 3.5. You might be paying 3.7 or 3.8. The rates went down, and they went down all the way to 2.5. And so in June of last year, it was 2.93%. So they went down below that, came back up. Right now, it's about 5.7%. So it's gone from 2.9 to 5.7. It feels like it's doubled. It's the end of the world. And no doubt the prices, that the mortgage payment has gone up every month. But it's very important that when you're talking to your customer, you need to let them know 3.5 was a real rate, 2.5, 6, 7, 8, 9 was an artificial rate. And yes, if you were lucky to buy at that time, great. But the rate now is at 5.7. It's gone from 3.5 to 5.7. And if we're willing to take a look at something that's fixed for about 5 years, I can get you down maybe in the 4s. So now you're looking at, it's gone from 3.5% in February of 2020 to maybe 4.25. If I get a 5-year fix, it doesn't feel like the end of the world. It's very important because that's true. And the dynamic of why would I recommend, I'm not telling you what to do, but why would I recommend, and I am recommending people get 5 or 7-year fix instead of 30-year fix, is that Lord willing, in the next 5 to 7 years, they get their arms around inflation. And if they get their arms around inflation, they're going to reduce the interest rates. That's what they have to do. That's what they will do. And when they reduce the rates, great, you can refi then. So this is very important. There's been a rate change. This was really good money. This was really good money at 3.9%. It was great. It's just they artificially lowered it down. And if you weren't able to get there on sale, the bargain basement, I understand. But now what's going to happen is, as Dr. Yoon talked about, prices are basically flat. And you can go and get a 5-year fixed or a 7-year fixed and bring that rate down so it's not that much different than it was pre-pandemic. And that makes a buyer feel a lot better. It makes them feel like they don't feel stupid, I missed out. And they also have less competition right now, so they might actually get a house they like. During the pandemic, there were numerous reports of people who bought a home they said they kind of liked, but they didn't really like because they needed to buy something. So they got a great interest rate, but maybe didn't get the house they want. So if I'm talking to a buyer right now, I'm letting them know, less competition, I'm willing to fight for you, the rates feel worse than they are, prices have flattened out, we're in good shape.